Well, it's a trial that has taken so many twists and turns over the past 5 weeks.
The intimate details about the relationship of the former first couple, their financial problems, and their dealings with the former CEO has wrapped up. Tomorrow, closing arguments in the first trial for a Virginia governor accused of corruption while in office. The McDonnells claimed all along they did nothing wrong. It's ultimately up to a jury to decide guilt or innocence, or they may not be able to decide at all. 10 on your side's Andy Fox knows this case inside and out. He joins us with a look at what happens next. Andy?
Nicole, if they can't decide, it's a hung jury, which would be a win for Bob and Maureen McDonnell. And tonight, a noted political analyst and trial watcher says it may not be the corruption charges the McDonnells need to worry about.
Like every one of you, we all make I'll do things that we wish we'd do it a little differently.
If you ask political analyst and court observer Dr. Bob Holsworth if there is one thing Bob McDonnell had done a little differently, he may not be on trial today. Not take the loans from Johnny Williams.
We do this on a handshake without documentation. At that time, Bob McDonnell should have thrown Johnny Williams out of his office.
But we now know McDonnell took Williams' $50,000 offline loan made out to McDonnell's company and then a $20,000 loan and kept it secret, even from his closest advisors. A loan with only 2% interest, no documents.
The failure to disclose the fact that he had taken all of these sweetheart deals, he and his family, from Johnny Williams, is enough to say that there is a consciousness of guilt.
We now know McDonnell explains the loans by saying he did not personally guarantee the loans. They weren't made out to him, but to his company, and therefore he thought did not need to be reported.
Because it seems pretty clear the prosecution has done an extraordinarily good job in showing that Johnny Williams provided a corrupt deal to Bob McDonnell, that he provided this sweetheart loan largely because he wanted to get something out of government.
Once the investigation began into the McDonnells, the former governor amended his bank documents to show the loans. But Holsworth also points out to the corruption charges, kind of like, where's the beef? Bob McDonnell's contention, he never did anything for Johnny Williams, no preferential treatment, no access, no state grants, nothing.
The second point where Bob McDonnell seems to be on stronger ground is his argument that he didn't take any official act, however, on behalf of Johnny Williams, the corrupt bargain that Johnny Williams wanted to initiate.
Dr. Holsworth says the clear issue is what constitutes an official act by Bob McDonnell, a quid pro quo, Latin for I give you this and you give me that. Holsworth says many have said this case is heavy on quid, light on quo. We'll see if the jury agrees. Closing arguments tomorrow, and we'll be there. I'm Andy Fox, 10 on your side.